The fear around AI. AI is artificial intelligence, and people are scared about the rolling out of a full scale rolling out of AI is because they fear job losses, occupational losses, monopoly, and fear of acquisitions. So there are all kinds of fears. You can categorize them into occupational one, then job losses, and there are fear of monopoly, um, fear of acquisitions, and there are miscellaneous fear that involves some moral, social, ethical, but in short, they are fears. And recently we have seen how the market sentiments rallied to the fears, or rallied means got influenced by it, and there were losses. So let's say what AI is. AI is artificial intelligence. We all know it, but this term itself is a misnomer. The term is misleading. Misleading because uh, the intelligence thing, the artificial version of intelligence, it's just a hype because what we see, what we have categorized as AI or intelligent machines, these are not exactly intelligent, and they are not going to be intelligent. They are just better computers or better analysis, better smartphones, better analysis, better computer, better smartphones, something like that. They are just the better version of better or upgraded version of uh, the technology we have now. So it's just some upgradation. Let me explain. Uh, what happened since the rollout of internet, the thing that connected all of us. So by rolling out internet, we rolled out a virtual world. We call it a digital world. So the digital world and the virtual world both are same. Thing is, the difference between this digital and physical world, digital versus physical world, is the processing of information. And this processing of info, it carries something like um, the process is the process has not only become faster but lighter. Just for example, uh, someone, a donor, a philanthropist, he or she wants to distribute t-shirts to poor students. So there are two scenarios. The first, the old one which you have seen, physical world, and the other one is digital world. In the physical world, he would employ a surveyor. The first likely step, of course, is um, to hire a surveyor and ask the surveyor to list all poor children, poor kids, then uh, organize the finding in particular order, find a pattern, and the final stage is analysis. So the surveyor would go to the village and find that there are 100 poor kids. Then he would organize the finding because all the 100 kids are not of the same age group. So he would organize them according to their age, height, health, uh, uh, different size and shapes. Then he would find a pattern like just say these are four patterns. So for kids, 25 are XX, excuse me, XX extra small, 25 are small, 25 are medium, and 25 are medium large. And this analysis, the cost into the sizes and plus distribution and all this. So earlier, this process would take time. So there would be a lot of paperwork. The surveyor needed to go visit all the major sites, collect data and information. He needed to organize the findings in proper order after the survey, and then the rest of the processes would follow. In the digital case, the same things. I would say these are the processes of 1990s and these are the process of 2020s. So in today's world, in the digital world, all this information has already been provided. All this information is now virtual or digital. A surveyor need not visit a place or need not carry out all that paperwork and need not start from scratch. Now the surveyor, he would be employed, but now he had something to start with. He had all these data, he had all this analysis, and now he can uh, advance over these studies. He can find something better. He can analyze it better. Maybe the size and the pattern and the color, and just say the the surveyor of 2024 is tasked with the same thing, and now he has the analysis that they are 25 by 4, total 100 kids, and these are distributed into XS, S, M, and ML. These are the sizes, but he can take into account other findings of because the in now in the digital world we have all kind of information, not just the shapes and sizes and heights and weights. Maybe the the surveyor can dig deep and find some other patterns, like a few children who are colorblind. The information is there, the analysis is there, so he may find something for them. There are some children who are allergic to skin fit t-shirts, and he can use that tool into the analysis in the final observation. And there may be some children who like who do not like a certain pattern. They like different kind of pattern, like tank tops, tube tops, waists. Mean and four, the surveyor may take into account the geography, the culture, some anthropological studies, some other case studies, some other psychological findings, some behavioral patterns. So the difference between the surveyor of 1990s and the surveyor of 2024 is that the surveyor of 1990s, in that physical world, He had to carry out all the paperwork, tedious task, a labor intensive task, something that involved him. But the process was very narrow focused just because he could not address all the dimensions. And now the survey of 2024, he is in digital world, and now he has all dimensions. The analysis is already there. The information is already there, and then he can find multiple interpretations or multiple observations of the same finding because he has the psychological dimension, he has the anthropological dimension, he has the cultural dimension, he has the geographical dimension. Like if you want to provide t-shirts to um, the children of Norway, then those t-shirts need to be woolly or something, some heavy t-shirts that can provide comfort in cold. But if the same surveyor is asked or tasked to provide t-shirts to children of Ethiopia, now that Ethiopia is a tropical country, a country there is a lot of sunshine, sunshine for 300 days. And, and if you do not analyze properly and you give them woolly clothes, okay, this dimension can be this finding, uh, it can be ignored. Yes, nobody is going to donate woolly clothes to people of tropical countries. That's understood. But what about comfort? You have anthropometry, means the proper measurements of sizes, shapes, comfort, ease. So now what you choose may not be good for those tropical kids. You need to take into account other factors, and this analysis and all these factors, these are provided by the analysis already made in last 3 or 4 decades. So AI is nothing, it's accumulation of information. The paperwork is thing is gone. Now you do not need to carry all the bulk of the truckloads of paperwork. The information is already in the digital domain, and if the same information, if it accumulates, so it provide a better analysis. Just like earlier, the students or the kids, they could be analyzed on the basis of a few factors only: the height, the shapes, and the height, shapes, and weight. But now, in the digital age, there are other factors: psychological factor, anthropological factor, cultural factor, the comfort ease factor, anthropometry, the health factor. So it helps in better analysis. And now, so this is what AI is. AI is nothing but the upgraded information processing. Now in our domain, we have multiple dimensions. We have um, all all kind of info. In other words, the fears are not real. The fears should not be there. And I know the fear is because of the hype that has been created around artificial intelligence and the cinema, the media, and last but not least, the imagination. All have created dimension. All have created a fear, imaginary monster that we are that has put people into fray. So this imaginary monster that people have in their mind, it, people regard it as something that would take over them. They believe that if AI is let loose a few centuries downward, we would have we would be clogged with machines. We would be clogged with intelligent machines. We would be serving machines. We would be enslaved by machines. Machines would be taking over all our occupations, our personal lives, our beliefs, our religious ideas. It would make us not only jobless, but it could starve us. And if machines could become smarter, they they could be weaponized and they could be used against them. So these fears, this imaginary monster, it's it's a hype. I'm not a fan of AI, but I know what it is. So AI is something like uh, in 1995 and 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015, 2024. I'm going to provide a chronological account of technological upgradation. So in 1995, there were key, keypad cell phones. In 2000s, the touch screen, or I would say the you might have heard about the CDMA, 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, and you know what these G are, the generations of mm, network operability, generation of network or generation of fast internet. So you know that down the line in this chronological account, the internet became only faster and better. So this is what AI is. So AI is nothing but upgraded technology, and technologies will be upgraded. You cannot stop it, and you should not be scared about it. The same thing, like these touchscreen phones, but not better features. Then the processors and cameras, they started getting better, and you know what we have now from 1995 to 24. In these 2 decades, there had been lot of transformation or changes in just one aspect of our life. That's smartphone. Smartphone have become smarter. So these upgradation or making the technology smarter, it's not a cause of fear. You should be happy that it is there because you can use it. You can use it better way. It's just some tool. And now the real concern about people, the people who are really scared about it about the fear of existence. And this fear, the fear of existence, is related to mm, machines becoming so smarter and intelligent that one day they are going to surpass or enslave humanity. In short, the big and small of all the fears put together can be encapsulated in this idea, and people believe that their existence is under threat because these intelligent machines, These are being created by people who are already intelligent, who are already way ahead of them, and those intelligent people, along with the intelligent machine, would create something like that of some imaginary monster, the smart monster who would, who would be a curse to humanity. And let me reject this idea in a blunt way. Rejection because these techs, I would say, don't, we should not use AI. These techs, all kind of techs, even, either it is a smart computer, smartphone, smart car, sensors, all of them work on information, and we are just infant, and the technology itself is in infancy. We are just working around it. We are just trying to know what it is. The better analysis are provided, and we haven't got used to it. But to say that these techs, these smartphones or these smart computers, they are going to overtake humanity is a fallacy. Fallacy because these things are not alive. These are machines. These are just phones and computers. They don't have a life. And let's talk about something that would help in this explanation. Evolution. Evolution is transmission of transmission, or you can narrow it down in this: survival. Evolution is just nothing but survival. So whoever has better chances would survive. So you can say two persons, a tropical country and a temperate country. This Ethiopia and Norway. So in Ethiopia, a tall, slender, and dark-skinned people, dark-skinned person, this person would survive. And the same way in Norway, white skin, fat and heavy. So this person would survive in the freezing cold of Norway. But if you reverse it, the survival chances drops to minimum. So that's what evolution and survival is. So whoever has the better chances of survival, they would mate more, they would reproduce and ensure survival of not only themselves but also their children. Ensure survival of themselves and their children. That's evolution. That's the gist of evolution. And in the course of evolution, two things: the bipedalism and intelligence. So both these two, bipedalism means walking on 2 feet, and intelligence is it means process information. So both these things help a particular streak of life. We are nothing but a streak of life because we evolved from our the animal kingdom. We belong to vertebrates, the, the creatures which have a spine. So the all from all these spine creatures, we evolved into mammals, those those creatures that have mammary glands or breasts to feed their to nurse their child. Then in mammals we evolved into apes or even the hominids. We should not give a tantrum or calling ourselves a stock of apes or monkeys. You would hominid would be a better word. In that hominid, we gradually evolved into Homo habilis. So earlier we would on 4 feet we were walking on 4 feet, and then the nature life selected 2 feet because 2 feet had more advantage over 4 feet. A person with 2 feet can cover long distance and thwart any attempt at life, or can attack with efficiency, can hunt with efficiency, can gather with efficiency, can run with efficiency, so can survive with efficiency. So this 2 feet thing, the bipedalism, it was the first tool that helped us survive. And then the second thing, intelligence. So intelligence was not ingrained in our animal gene. If we trace our ancestry, so the earlier animals, whoever they were, all invertebrates, the creatures with the spine, so all of them did not have this benefit. All of them did not resort to intelligence because the thing did not come into use. It was a survival strategy that we made use of. It was a sort of survival strategy that helped us traverse all these generations and to make us a unique species in the world. In short, intelligence evolved for survival, and survival can be a thing of only those who are alive. So survival is a paramount aspect of life. Now these better machines, they are not alive, and they can't be alive. The forces that work on us, those forces will not work on them. They do not have to mate. They do not have to reproduce. They do not have an urge to evolve. They do not have an urge to fight or survive. They do not have an urge to kill or hunt or to protect the children. They do not have this life or death dilemma. They do not have thoughts. They are not alive, and they will never be alive. You you should trust me on this. They are not alive, and they are not going to be alive, whatever the case be, because we are alive. We are the branches of life. We are one of the branches of life. We are one of the streaks of life. And these things are made from metals and non-metals. And these things are worked by, these things are guided and created by, guided, created, modified, upgraded. In short, these are run by humans. Humans created these things, and so these things, which you got me there. You know, my point is, these things are not alive. There is no life. If there is no life, why would these machines evolved to overtake us. Why would these machines fight to take on us? If they are not mating with each other, if they are not looking for partner, if they cannot feel hunger, thirst, lust, and all those vices and virtues, if they have not lived this life, if nothing nothing resembles life in them, why are we scared of them? Point is, they are tools. They are better machines. You look at them and you should employ them for your better perspective, your better life. As of job losses, just like a surveyor, the job of surveyor is there. It is not even in the physical world, the surveyor was there, and in the digital world, surveyor would be there. It is because first the feedback thing, the feedback to machines or the analysis, it would be done and cross-checked or verified by a human. And this feedback thing or this human presence is always necessary. We would not allow surgeons, surgeon machines to perform surgery on our children. You know that even if you trust machines that they can perform any kind of surgery on by themselves without need of anyone, it is foolish to leave things completely to the machines. It would never happen. Why would it happen? Because a single short circuit, a single turbulence, a single fluctuation in the power. All these factors which work on us, all these factors of life, all this natural selection thing, all these forces of life, all this ruthlessness of life, the cruelty of life, this is not happening to AI. They are not happening to these better machines. So we need not be scared of them. And as of job losses, there won't be any job losses, just some upgradations. You need to look wider and deeper. That's it. Even if you are clerk, earlier you had to do all the paperwork on your own. Now you have everything on the everything in your hand. And when you have everything, you can look wider and dig deeper. And your job is there. And the feedback job, or you could say the human presence, it's always going to be there. It is always going to be there, even if the job is about making nothing but simple pen. If if machines are going to create pen on their own, that job need a human presence. You don't need to be scared about it. Thank you.